Oh, hey guys. Oh wow, we're starting. I don't know what any of these cards do. They all seem terrible. Gather the townsfolk? That like makes creatures. I'm doing a triple DKA here. I think I want low casting cost stuff. And I assume I want to be in a color with a good lord thingamajig. The uncommon 2-color lords. I don't know, is that good? Got it. I think it has to be like gather the townsfolk or this or that. Sorry. I'm gonna go with gather the townsfolk because it's white. And in Innistrad, white was a really good color. No, none of these, you know, are Innistrad. That seems insane. There's a Soul Caesar. Soul Caesar is probably better. I don't even know. Is it better? I could also just take another gather. Ooh. Huh. Except that's not actually Wrath of God, is it? No, that doesn't do what I thought it did. Gee, I don't know. I meant to take one of the absurd blue cards, but I don't really want to draft blue-white. And probably I meant to take Soul Caesar, but I'm going to take Stormbound Geist instead. And I'll just, like, you know, have to learn how terrible that is later.
We could definitely use those.
Fling, I think, is probably pretty sweet in triple DKA with all the Undying. Midnight Guard is probably fine, but again, none of these cards are really exciting me. I could take a 3/2 flying creature with first strike. Why not? Let's do that.
So it's that leather sweet.
Okay, Faith's Shield should be sweet. That's sweet. He's good. Oh, I sort of want Niblis though. Like, this guy just seems awesome in a blue-white, fly-y sort of deck. And, like, Seakite, I'm sure is great. Faith Shield is a sweet combat trick. I love Blessed Breath, that sort of stuff. But I just want this guy. He, like, attacks for 1 and locks their dude down. Okay, that 5th pick? Was this pack insane or something? I don't know, I don't feel like that's the 6th pick. Like, I actually know what this card does. So... that doesn't seem good. There's a 2/1. I'm not sure that I want blue to be my other color. I'm not seeing much blue, and I'm also feeling like the blue cards I am seeing don't actually work very well with my cards. I don't know if it's actually true. Go white-green again. Vampire, Counterlash, the rare draft. I don't know. I don't think I'll play any of these cards. I'm gonna take this because I don't know. It seems like the biggest upside. I'm gonna take another one of these, I guess. Still not super excited about it, but it seems like white is, yeah, white is looking pretty insanely open. So we're gonna keep taking white cards. I assume the Hollow Hinge Spirit is better than a Midnight Guard. I don't know though. Midnight Guard is pretty sweet too, I think. Maybe. Let's take... Let's build the Faithful Hour theme deck. Combat trick. I think I'll just take the white card. Very little. I don't know. Young Wolf is probably decent. Come to think of it, this seems like actually quite good. Crushing Vines. Like, I imagine that could be main deckable, and while it's not such a super absurd card on power level or anything, the fact that it can act as removal or destroy an artifact is pretty huge. It's sort of hard to get artifact removal into your main deck and limit it a lot of the time. There are like... okay, there's one white card and I'm not first picking it. Gravepurge seems like a solid deal. I think I'm just gonna have to take the Sea Kite here. I already have 2 Hollow Hinge Spirits, so being able to leave 4 up is starting to look more and more appealing. And the Sea Kite definitely helps you leave 4 up. I don't know if that's good. I don't know if it's like a first pick deal. Are there fewer werewolves? I feel like there are fewer werewolves. Is there even a flip card here? There's that. Oh, that's a werewolf. They're probably the exact same number of werewolves. We're close to it. The Root Walla? That thing. There's another one of these. May well be what I take. I don't know, what's a Wolf-Bitten Captive going for? Like 0? That's my guess. Zero. The foil might be worth more. I could also take a Midnight Guard. Like, I don't hate that idea. I feel like it does a decent job in my deck. And, like, double blue early is hard. Whatever, too late. There's a Lord. Definitely not in my colors. I hate this part of DKA. Like, oh, that's just such high variance to put 2-color uncommons, which are insanely powerful, into any set. I would not make that decision, I don't think. I could take a divination. It seems terrible. Take an undying thing costs too much. I think I'm just gonna hate draft Immerwolf. I don't know, is it hate drafting? I don't really want to call it hate drafting, but maybe that's just what it was. Well, Cathar seems like a sweet 2-drop, assuming I can cast him. Like, Niblis would be pretty awesome too, I think. But I just want to get my curve down at the moment. Cathar does a better job of that. Plus it's Undying. I've heard that Undying stuff is good. This seems to match up with like the rest of my 4 slots, so I'm gonna grab it. There isn't much else for me. I think I'm hate drafting. Take another Crushing Vines. Oh gosh. There are a lot of like very 2-color cards in this set. Thought Scour? Maybe not bad. I'm struggling to get anything going here. I'll Saving Grasp. That's gotta be better. With like double those and an Undying thing. It works well with Undying, right? Oh, lots of Undying things. Yeah, okay. I doubt I can play a Haunted Fangraph. What else am I gonna do? Very little. Hate draft Blood Feud. No, I'll just take a Skillful Lunge. I think I want to have one. I am going to hate Fling. I'm going to take another Fling. This is dumb. Why are there all these black-red cards? Alright. I might be black-red now. I may have just, like, been forced to draft a black-red deck in the last 8 picks of Pack 2. Let's take a look at the pile. They have a lot of red cards. I think I'm still fighting to be blue-white, but I don't know what happened there in Pack 2. I have 16, so I'm doing fine. Hopefully Pack 3 will be better on me. These are all playable, right? Bar the Door, not terribly playable. Yeah. It's gonna be a stretch. Okay, is Messenger worth millions? Buying Ralph's Messenger 4. because it makes me laugh. I don't know how much that stuff is showing up in this video. I'm far too rich to care about 4 tickets right now, / far too lazy to sell it for 4 tickets. I really need playables, and I want this draft to be like enjoyable for myself. So I'm gonna take another gather. Well, midnight guard is not so bad. It's not so good either. I guess I have quite a bit of flash stuff going on at number 4, so that's sweet. This guy's good, I think. Pretty sure. Pretty sure that's a good dude. Probably get a saving grasp back, maybe? That might be a little bit too optimistic. I'm also not even sure if I want saving grasps. Five 1/1s for 2. Oh man, I hope somebody hits me to 5 or less. Okay, how is this possible? Did everybody jump into blue-white at the end of pack 1? Like, maybe. They're just going miserably. Oh, Feed the Pack is here. Feed the Pack is insane, I'm pretty sure. This guy seems fine, and he also fits a very important role in the deck as like a ground wall thing. And if Fate Flower turns on, yeah. I don't think I want a Chalice of Life. Maybe we'll table it. Why are there no good cards? Oh, the draft started so well. It looks like a sealed pool up here. Sorry. It's definitely not the right button. Huh. Two Bone to Ash. Why not? Do I have any artifacts? No, don't care about that. Sanctuary Cat for the board. Divination. Divination can't be so bad. I mean, it really doesn't fit my deck, but I don't think 3 Bone to Ash is really gonna fly. And Faith's Shield. Like, the problem is Faith's Shield is probably better than some of these combat tricks, but I already have 3. Don't think I want 4. I'm just gonna have Infinity Bone to Ash. Do a little praying. Okay, we did table a Saving Grasp. It's not great, but it'll be okay. If I need it. I don't even know if I'll need it. Grab a Sanctuary Cat. I'm sure I can board that in against something. So I've been waiting for, when did I get here? 10 days ago? It's taken 10 days for PokerStars to like approve my address change. And well, they still haven't done it, so more than that. But soon I will be playing poker. And I plan to make some poker videos for you guys, should you wish to watch. I'm sort of good at poker. It sort of hurts my brain that I'm like planning to make these videos and put them on the internet for free. The poker videos, I mean. These magic videos are fine, whatever. But like when you're a poker player and you make $80 an hour or whatever, just like making videos showing people how you play becomes a lot less exciting than making magic videos and being like, hey dudes, magic is fun, this is fun. I don't feel like I have choices really. I think that's my deck. I have Bar the Door and Sanctuary Cat. Or I could like play 18 lands. Yeah, I think that's just my deck. Oh, I could put a Haunted Fangraph in my deck. That just seems silly. My mana requirements are way too difficult. I don't think this is a very good deck, but I mean, it's blue-white flyers. I've heard that those are good. I do really like my 4-drop slot, actually. Like, I like that I have this stuff, and then everything there is instant speed. It's much better than having, like, clashes. Like, these Silver Claw Griffins are sort of ugly, I think. But, yeah, we'll see what happens. See you guys shortly for round 1. Alright guys, good news. Good news is my deck sucks. I think I can keep this. But it's really close to being a mulligan, I think. Kept. Like, at least I have 2 1/1s, right? How can 2 1/1s lose? I don't know. And if I get to 4 and we're like racing, seems like I might be okay at that point. But I do need to get to 4 somehow. And ideally, I would do it with 2 islands. Spells I can use. Maybe I should have held that for 3 turns from now when I'm at 5 life. Okay, yes, this is better. This sucks. Oh, I was watching GP Seattle coverage today. They were doing an interview with Mark Rosewater, and he was saying mana screw is important for the game because you don't actually want games to be level. What you want is for inequalities to happen every now and then so that sometimes you're on the back foot trying to claw back to victory, and sometimes, you know, whatever. You get the idea. It just irritated me, because maybe that's true for the average person, but when I play Magic, I really just want to be able to make interesting decisions. And having 2 lines in play just like wastes 15 minutes of my life where I'm like, I haven't done anything yet this game. We're up to turn 5 and everything that I've done has been entirely automatic. And that just doesn't, you know, really excite me. Alright, that's not good. Although I have my Stormbound Geist in hand. Oh, actually I have a number of things that can deal with that in hand, don't I? I draw an island, my hand's sort of sweet. Wonder if that will happen someday. No, like, not blocked. Probably should have not blocked, I don't know. Yeah, that's unexpected. But... oh, come on. See, this is unenjoyable for me. And even if I come back to win, Mark Rosewater was justifying this aspect of Magic, because if I come back to win, it will be like the situation where I run off the land and I'm all excited. And no, if I come back to win, I'm just gonna be like irritated that I sat through all this junk. Oh my god. I'm actually still not dead. Jesus Christ. That was absolutely miserable. Magic has a lot of things going for it, but as far as looking at it from like a time spent perspective, like compare this game to Blitz Chess or something, and the amount of interaction that it actually has with your decision-making processes is miserable. Sorry, I don't mean to be getting all down on Magic, but just like have to say, that was a waste of my time. Oh, come on. I'm gonna keep this again, because if I draw an island, I think this hand is very good. We'll see what happens. Like, I genuinely think this hand is very good if I draw an island. There we go. Probably shouldn't have discarded Saving Grasp last game. Oh my god. This is stupid. How long is this taking me? Taking all of my life. Oh, sweet Jesus. And Saving Grasp was probably better to start. Should have kept Skillful Lunge so I could cast it on those and to actually cast a spell in this match. Stuff like this just genuinely prevents me from playing Magic more. Oh, damn. Alright. Start with a 2-3. For trading, but that's what I gotta do, I think. Oh. Okay, that guy's just stupid. Wow, I lose. Alright. Well, this Magic the Gathering is like chess and poker combined. That's what I've been told. Oh. Does he have a creature? There's no creatures in his yard. Seriously, I'm at... Already? Well, this game... I hope you guys enjoyed this Magic the Gathering video. Do I have ICC installed? I don't think I do. I feel like playing a real game. Cause like, that just was a waste of my life. And your life, if you're still watching. I could rant about games for a bit. Cause... Okay, the problem with Magic is not the variance. Variance is fine. It's fine to be behind in a game of Magic and what have you. The problem is, Magic is not a game which is quick enough to do that. You can't expect people to sit for a 20 to 30 minute match of Magic where they just have no chance to win and enjoy themselves. In Blitz Chess, which was my earlier example for a much better time to decisions ratio. In Blitz Chess, if you like get a really terrible position after the first minute, you have maybe 3 minutes left. And also in Blitz Chess, well, in chess in general, having a bad position doesn't mean having almost no decisions. You're still trying very hard when you're in a bad position in chess to find some way to claw back in. In Magic, when you're in a bad position, you often have somewhere between 0 and 1 things you can do. And so, like, what are you doing there? It doesn't engage you. You're not feeling, I'm behind, activate fight-flight response, like, entire mind gets into the game all of a sudden, and you're clawing your way back in, this struggle, which is what you want when you create variance in a game, I think. That's not happening at all. What happens is you're removed from the game. You no longer make decisions, and you just sort of feel hopelessness. Helplessness and hopelessness. You lose agency over your own fate in the game. Another problem is that Magic is binary. That is to say, you win or you lose. In a poker tournament, for example, in a poker tournament, almost everybody loses. Only the person who comes first wins. So in a poker tournament, you spend a very, very, very large amount of time on the backside of variance, struggling to stay alive. But in a poker tournament, payouts increase the longer you stay alive. So instead of thinking, okay, it's turn 4, I have 5 more turns to play, there's a 1% chance that I manage to win the match, and it completely depends on my draw step. Which, just depresses me to think. In a poker tournament with 8 big blinds left or something, you're, like, extremely engaged still. Still trying your hardest to do what you can. And it's true that when you get to such a position in a poker tournament, there's a lot less that you can do. Like, it's sort of just waiting for the right hand and then going all in. But you still have excitement because you still know that the longer you last, the more you're getting paid. in Magic, it's already a foregone conclusion. Like in poker, if only the first place person got anything, and you were, like there were 18 people remaining and you had a tiny stack, you would no longer feel any sort of excitement or like attachment to the tournament, really. You just have a very, very, very low chance to make anything, and it completely depends on what you're dealt. That's the situation that Magic puts you in when you get destroyed by variance, like I just did. Both of those hands were arguably mulligans, but I mean, I think the bigger problem was that my deck was a mulligan. It just was not a very good deck. And you had the sort of problem that earlier draft formats, I think, had a lot more than modern draft formats, where the curve is just too high. And so you end up in a lot of matches where mana screw is a much bigger issue, because you have to go from 1 mana all the way up to 4 mana, sort of without missing a step, or else you just lose. Your opponent gets the 4 mana and he can start playing the game before you get to play the game. That happened all the time when I was drafting Mercadian Masks. I don't know if I uploaded any of those videos, but I did a lot of Masks drafting and the format was just close to unplayable. We definitely have it good in modern Magic, but Magic as a game just has some real problems. The interface of Magic is a problem too. If that game could be played in 2 minutes, and there's very little reason that game couldn't have been played in 2 minutes. For the amount of decisions that I made, and the amount of decisions he made, neither of us made any decisions, almost. In Game 2, I stopped caring so much that I didn't even read his cards fully. Despite never having played the set before, I have no idea what the cards do. But, like, we were both completely removed from the game. We could have easily gone through that in 45 seconds instead of it taking, I don't know, I was eliminated at 9:25 and the round started at 9:14, so it took 11 minutes. Yeah, interface improvements for Magic would be just amazing. One problem is that it's a game that doesn't play very well with interfaces. You sort of have to tap the lands and stuff. Honestly, if you've played Duels of the Planeswalkers, when you cast a spell, all the lands get tapped for you. There's no reason that they couldn't implement something like that on Moto. Make it optional if you want. But, like, tiny things like that... Okay, doing that would do 2 things. One, if you're going to play a deck like Gifts or Tron or something, and you're playing against a 25-minute chess clock for the match, and it's actually quite hard to finish 3 games in 25 minutes with your deck, being able to just select that option, like, sure, game theoretically, optimally, you don't want to do that. You want to be thinking about every land that you tap and tapping the exact right combination of lands. But if you're playing in a 25-minute time space, you're no longer able to do stuff game theoretically optimally. That's just no longer a vacuum thing. You're now playing to fulfill as much optimization of a 25-minute time space as you can. Most people don't do that at all, by the way. Like, if you finish a match in 5 minutes, you haven't spent as much of your 25 minutes as you could have. You could have spent a lot longer thinking about a mulligan decision, thinking about a decision somewhere else. Maybe you literally didn't have any decisions. Like, my opponent that match probably didn't have any decisions he could have spent 25 minutes on. But yeah, if you're trying to spend 25 minutes of time as efficiently as possible in Magic, it's going to be pretty nice to have an option where you click on a spell to play it and all of your lands get tapped for you, instead of tapping the lands individually on your own, which takes quite a lot of time. It would be nice if you could, like, the client doesn't even support it. If you could do this. Wow. I have a lot of windows open, huh? If you could do that. Like, I've played on Cockatrice, and you can do this. You can do this and select lots of lands at once, and then double click to tap them. Or do it to select attacking creatures. That would be like a significant interface improvement. That'd be a nice thing to have. Wizards just like released a statement from Hasbro saying that they're doing extremely well. They're a very profitable company. I want to say Magic is one of the best games in the world. Like, this game is extremely deep. It has flavor that appeals to players. It continually refreshes, so it's continually challenging you with new things. Hasbro, like Wizards of the Coast, is not doing well. I guarantee it. They should be doing better, and one of the ways they could very easily start doing a lot better is improve this interface. Improve it a lot. There's no reason that there shouldn't be people on Moto. Okay, maybe there's internet gambling problems and legal reasons, but for the game that Magic is, there absolutely should be extremely intelligent people playing heads-up matches for $1,000 a pop online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There should be people like playing 4 matches at once for like $50 buy-ins or something, making their living doing this. Instead, we have this like just handicapped software that, ugh. Okay. Anyway, that was a massive rant, huh? This is why I'm gonna be playing poker soon and looking forward to making poker videos for you, because I'm just sort of slowly getting sick of Magic. It's a wonderful game, but like, you have to be drawn to it for something other than the gameplay. It's not engaging enough. Yeah, that's what I had to say. I hope this improves. I hope we get to a point where a match of Magic can be played, faster. I'm not even sure that you can play a match of Magic faster online than you could in real life, which is ridiculous, because in real life you have to like shuffle the deck manually and draw the card manually and everything, but honestly it's somehow faster to do it in real life. It's like faster to draw the card and have the cards in hand and put a card on the table and tap all your lands with your hands. And that's ludicrous. It should not be faster to do those things with cardboard pieces, like rectangles of cardboard, by yourself, than to do them with extremely advanced computer aid using digital objects, which shuffle themselves, draw themselves, and put themselves on the table. Oh, it's frustrating. Okay. By the way, gosh, I'm doing nothing. I'm talking at you guys. But by the way, I'm like in New Zealand now, obviously. Gonna play poker very soon. Oh, it's nice to be here. I'm on my own. I'm an American citizen now, so I'm allowed out of the country for as long as I like. I've been a resident of America for like 12 years, and I was only allowed out of the country for 3 months at a time and less than 6 months per 12 months. So yeah, now I can be in New Zealand as long as I want. My girlfriend's not here though, which sucks. My cats aren't here. Hopefully she's gonna visit. 6 months quarantine time for cats to travel to New Zealand, so that's not gonna happen. We'll see. We'll see though. See you guys around. Oh my god. Sorry for the rant. Maybe you enjoyed it. I don't know. Bye.